Hi everyone, it's Milky. Welcome back to my channel. Since last week's video was a fairly big one that took a long time to film, I thought that this week's video I would just make a bit of a more simple one, and I thought I would discuss my skincare routine with you all. I don't know if I've ever made a skincare routine video, but if I have, then it's very old, so I just thought I'd make a new one. So I'm relatively into skincare, not so much to the point that I spend a lot of money on it, but I've kind of established a routine that works for me, and so I thought I would maybe share it with you guys in case it's relevant to any of you. This is sort of less about the products necessarily than the actual type of product, if that makes sense. So I don't know, there are lots of, it's more so specific product categories that I use. I don't feel too passionately about any of the specific products that I'm using, and I always like trying out new things from different brands and such, so I'm always switching up the exact items that I'm using for the most part. I don't know if this is making any sense, but it'll make sense once you start watching. For a bit of background on my skin, for the most part I've always had kind of oily-ish skin, but also sensitive skin. In high school and such I would always be breaking out, and that was never really fun. Now that I'm no longer a teenager, my skin has gotten quite a bit better. I don't know if it's because I've established a better skincare routine, if I have a better diet or what, but for the most part my skin is normal. I have a lot of acne scarring, and so I try to find products that'll sort of brighten my skin and minimize that. I don't deal with breakouts too often. I mean, here and there occasionally, once in a while, but it's not really a major concern for me. I guess my main concern is just brightening and then, moisturizing during the night and stuff, so my skin is nice and soft. What else? I don't generally really deal with dry skin at all, mostly just on my hands, but on my face it generally has a healthy amount of oil. So I'd say my skin now is kind of more normal. Normal is a very broad category, but normal-ish. So if you have any extreme skin issues, then I don't think any of this will be really helpful for you. Maybe, I don't know. But I think I'm just gonna start with my morning routine and then my evening routine. It's really well cemented what I do for each of those. So in the morning I generally start with a light cleanser. Right now I'm using this Buche de Noel one from LUSH. I also really like their Angels on Bare Skin one, which I'm probably going to get once I finish this off. It's just it's sort of a paste consistency, and so you break off a piece of it and then rub it between your hands with a little bit of water to moisturize it, and then use it on your skin. It has a light exfoliation, which is nice and helps get off all of my skincare products from the night. And so yeah, I like this a lot. It smells good. I'll probably get more of the LUSH cleansers in the future because they're really pleasant. I don't really have very many exfoliating products, and so this is one of the few sources of exfoliation that I do have. I think it's perhaps important to have once in a while so that you can get any buildup off of your skin, but it's also good to not use anything too harsh so that you don't further damage your skin. After that I follow up with a light moisturizer. Right now I'm using this Momopuri peach one that I got at the Japanese store near me. So this is a really nice cleanser. It's kind of a gel consistency, sort of a gel cream hybrid, and it smells like peaches, which is really nice. I don't recommend this if you're not into strongly fragranced things, because this does smell rather strongly of peach. But this is really cheap. I think it's $13 on something on Amazon, so it's great. It has lasted me a while, and it's just nice. It absorbs really quickly, and I don't feel my face getting sticky or oily throughout the day when I use it, so it's really good. Another product that I generally use for my morning moisturizer, not at the same time as that one, but if I'm not using that one or if I'm splurging a bit, I really like Tatcha's water cream. Yeah, I didn't think that I would be buying more because it's kind of expensive, but then they had a nice set at Sephora, and so I got this to treat myself. But this is also really nice. It's a similar texture to the Momopuri one in that it's kind of a gel cream hybrid. It absorbs really quickly, it smells lovely, and it just looks beautiful. I really love Tatcha, and when I become rich, I will definitely buy more of their skincare more often. Immediately after I use those products, I then spray my face with the Caudalie Beauty Elixir water. This is an expensive thing, and so I'm not going to be buying it again very much, but I just happened to get some when I went to Paris and then other gift sets and stuff, so it's really nice. I think it has a bit of menthol or something, and so it really kind of brightens your face, so I think it's great in the morning for that purpose because it really sort of helps awaken you. It does kind of have a tendency to burn though if you get it in your eyes, so be careful if you end up getting this and using it. But yeah, you basically just shake it up, and then I give a few sprays over my face. This also apparently helps your skincare to absorb better into your skin. It might make more sense to use this at night, but I use this during the day because I don't want to be too awakened at night when I use this. And then the last product that I use for my morning skincare is a sunscreen. This one is from CANMAKE. It's the Mermaid Skin Gel UV. I don't like it too much, but it's cheap, and so I'll use it. I think it's really important to put on sunscreen. I do it basically every day if I'm going outside, which I do most of the time, so it's just a great way to protect your skin. This one is like SPF 50 PA++++. You can use it for your face and your body, but I just put it on my face. I probably should put sunscreen on my body, but I worry more about my face skin than the rest of me. So yeah, it's important to wear sunscreen and to find one that works for your skin type. I generally like Asian brand sunscreens more than American ones. They're higher protection and they generally absorb a little bit better than the American ones do, so this absorbs quickly, it doesn't leave my face feeling greasy or anything like that, so it's pretty good. And so that's everything I do for my morning skincare routine. I try to keep it fairly simple. I don't want to put on too many products because, as I've mentioned, my face has a tendency to get oily throughout the day. And so moving now on to the nightly skincare routine, which is a little bit more involved. I first start by taking off my makeup with a cleansing oil. Right now I'm using this one because I got it for free at some point, and it's okay. I like cleansing oils because they sort of really help melt off your makeup and dissolve it off, and it's really nice. I don't like using cleansing wipes or anything like that because one, they usually smell kind of weird, and two, it's a bit more wasteful, so I like using this. Not a specific one, I don't think I get it again because I prefer products that have smells, and this doesn't smell like anything, which is a bit sad, but it's pretty good overall if you're looking for a nice generic cleansing oil. So after my cleansing oil, I then go in with a second cleanser. Right now I'm using this Facetory foaming cleanser. It's okay, I had a coupon and so I got it, but I didn't think I'd repurchase it. But just the main purpose is to sort of get off any residual oil from the cleansing oil. It's not like a regular oil, so like the oil kind of dissolves in water, but still, just in case sometimes there's a little bit of residual oil or makeup, and so in that situation something like this is good. So yeah, just a secondary cleanser. I also recently bought this one from Tatcha. It's the Deep Cleanse. I really like the smell of this, and this one is like lightly exfoliating, so whenever I run out of that or when I get bored of that, I'm gonna switch to this because this is really good. As I mentioned, I love Tatcha. Not sponsored, but that'd be really cool. And then after that, there's sort of like two different skincare paths I take, one for brightening, the other one for like general skin restoration, firming, whatever. For brightening, I use a vitamin C product. In this case, I'm using this vitamin C Ester brightening serum from Perricone MD. My mom actually gave me this because she bought it for herself and didn't like it, so now I get to use fancy skincare products. But I like this a lot. It absorbs quickly. It has a nice kind of bright citrusy scent, sort of. So I usually just do like 2 drops on my cheeks, 3 drops on my forehead, a drop on my nose, a drop on my chin, and then I just rub it all in until that's nicely absorbed. I don't know if it's doing much of a difference. Maybe. I feel like my acne scarring has gotten better over the last year or so, so this is nice, and it's a bit pricey. I might get it again in the future because I know they have it for cheap on the Costco website, but if not, then I'll just try to find some like vitamin C serum. The other serum type thing I use is this Retinol Emulsion from The Ordinary. I actually really like this brand. Their products are really cheap, but they're kind of down to earth and straightforward. This is more specifically the Granactive Retinoid 2% Emulsion. I forget what exactly retinol they're for, but I know they're good for you, especially for like anti-aging type stuff, which I mean, I don't really have to worry about. I'm 23, my skin is still fairly young, but I like taking care of my skin, and so I figured that I should use this. I once saw a thing on TikTok that was like the 3 most important things you should have in your skincare routine are sunscreens, vitamin C's, and retinoids, so I'm trying to do that. And yeah, this is pretty not bad. I used to use a product that I really liked. It was more of like a retinoid cream. I think it was like by the brand ROTC, some overnight retinol thing. I'll link it if I can. I like that a lot. It smells really nice and it's not too expensive from what I remember, but I saw this at Sephora and thought that I would try it. I like that it's more of a lighter serum feeling, so it kind of absorbs nicely, and that I can then use other skincare products after it. I don't really like layering creams on top of each other, so this is a nice solution. And I basically apply it the same way that I do the vitamin C serum. After that, I use a thicker moisturizer. I'm not really attached to either of the ones that I'm using currently. The first one is this one from Roche Posay. It's the Toleraine Ultra and Wheat. I got this in France, and so it's all in French, so I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it's just like a overnight moisturizer. I've had this for too long, and I'm hoping that I'll finish using it up one day because it's kind of boring and it doesn't smell like anything, but it's nice. I use this when my skin is kind of acting up a bit more because it's very light, but it's also moisturizing and it doesn't have any scents, so I figure that it's going to be more soothing for my skin than my other moisturizers, so yeah, this one's not bad. The other one that I'm using is this Innisfree Ginger Honey Cream. This isn't bad, it smells kind of gingery. I was hoping that it would have more of a honey scent, but it's kind of more on the side of ginger. But it's not bad. It's, again, pretty on par with that French one. Obviously I don't use them together. Yeah, I use this one when I just want some general moisturization. I don't think I'd repurchase this, but as I said, I like trying out different face creams and stuff, so this one's okay. And then the last step is an eye cream. Right now I'm using this one from Klairs. It's their Fundamental Nourishing Eye Butter. It's okay. I got a sample of this and I really liked the sample because it smelled nice, but this doesn't smell like anything, so I'm a bit sad, but it's okay. Eye creams are fairly important, probably, so I'm using this. Alternatively, you could just use like another application of your regular overnight moisturizer. As long as it's like a thicker type of cream, I don't think there's probably much of a difference, but I still like having the designated eye cream. When I run out of that one, I'm going to switch over to this Tatcha Silk Peony Eye Cream. This is also in that like set that I got the water cream from, so I'm looking forward to using this. Tatcha things smell really nice, and this is no exception, so yes, I'm gonna use this on my eyes. Yeah, that's basically my entire skincare routine. I also do things like sheet masks and regular face masks. For sheet masks, I use the Facetory sheet mask subscription box for quite a while. I have it cancelled now since I moved, but I have a large stockpile of those, so I do those maybe about once a week or so. I also really like the LUSH Fresh face masks. In particular, my favorite one is Don't Look At Me. It's blue and exfoliating lightly, and it smells really nice, and so I like that one a lot. Their Brazen Honey face mask is also really nice. I generally try to get that one when my skin is acting up a little bit more, and the Rosy Cheeks face mask is also really nice and soothing. So yeah, that's basically my entire skincare routine. I hope this was helpful for some of you, possibly. My camera's about to die, so I'm just trying to finish this up quickly. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Bye!